Okay, so we are up and running. Thank you guys so much. Good evening again, once more to everyone. Thank you all for joining. And today evening, today's session of the briefing, we are going to just deal with questions, burning issues, things that are affecting members of the community, issues that are stopping people from accessing their accounts, anything related to support, help, reactivation, transfers, anything related to that. We are going to be dealing with that today. I would just want to inform everyone in the meeting that as we speak, there's some intense work that's going on in the background of the platform. So if you are experiencing any slowness of the system, you try to activate, you try to access and you are able to access, know that there's some work that's going on in the background, and that's probably why you are experiencing what you're experiencing. So no need for anyone to panic. This is it's a really complex, it's real complex work, and it requires some meticulous thinking, and sometimes we have to slow down the system to be able to to optimize it and get it to the level that we want it to be. um, um, I want to also acknowledge all the leaders who are in the house, Brother Elad, Brother Patrick, Sister Lumba, um, Brother Clement. I've not seen Brother Clement. I don't think he has joined. Um, Dr. Linus is actually leading the work on the server and on the server side. He's going to join, as we go ahead. But I just really want to thank everyone for making the effort to be here today. Today being the last day of the week, as we want it to be, we would focus on questions and answers, and we'll keep it very tight. We are not going to overshoot our time too much today. Other sessions, these daily briefings are set for 1 hour because, before we even come to the daily briefings, we've had extensive sessions already with different community groups, different countries, and all of that. And when we come to the daily briefing, the idea is that we would go into some substantial developments, substantial updates that are taking place within the community and activities that are taking place within the community. So thank you all so much for joining. Um, Welcome, Brother Elad. Good evening.
Good greetings and good evening, my brother. We are catching up, and greetings everybody that has taken time to join us on this noble journey that is ongoing, and which is speaking basically. I'll re-echo what I spoke earlier on in some of the meetings, that this speaks to our agenda that is so critical and pertinent to our people, of redefining ourselves and giving ourselves proper identity and establishing ourselves on the continent. And one of those identity, that the true path of giving ourselves identity is, identity basically gives us a sense of belonging to our continent of Africa. And we are able to identify with who we are, one to another, and as a community of this global family. And one way we can achieve that is when we take ownership of our destiny and ownership of our resources and ownership of our values as an African people, and ownership of our ability to access banking services that are homegrown in nature and that have been evolved through intensive, meticulous workmanship by our own people that are desiring us to to have a journey worthwhile of establishing a legacy that we can pass on to generations. To achieve that, we are going through one of the metamorphoses of life of establishing a valuable medium of exchange, which has been availed in the form of the African Kingdom Lumi, AKL, currency, which is a digital currency that we are rolling out, and we are ensuring that every person, to the most least person that we can reach out to, we have access to this resource and be able to become part of this movement where we are driving financial inclusion and defying the past years that have always evolved laws that were in for us to become partakers and participate in establish our own economic pathways. Having said that, I want to urge every one of us that is gathered here today that we are on a journey. That journey cannot be relinquished to any other person, but it demands that we come as a community, as we get established in various structures across the countries that we hail from, and we become active participants in ensuring that our people are become part of this journey. And through these briefing forums that we have established, we are able to learn, educate one another, learn from each other, and go back to our communities and also impart the same knowledge so that our people become knowledgeable of what we are doing as a family and as a community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Ella. Thank you for that very passionate statement that you have made. We are very grateful. We are very, very happy to be working this journey together, and we look forward to the engagement with everyone else in this meeting. Brother Patrick, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Greetings to all participants. I think it is needful to acknowledge some of our members who have become faithful attendees to this daily briefing. I cannot name you by names, each one of you, but we certainly appreciate you because you are active, you are empowering yourself, and you are making it all happen. This evening, I just would like to also appreciate members of my SWIFT Global Support. Some of them who have been also faithfully attending these daily briefings. Someone like Sister Audrey there, and I also have, I can see Sister Noctula is here. I think, and all those I may not mention, besides Brother Elad and Sister Lumba, those are the veterans. I just want to say to you, support members, where we are right now, it is for your own good that you be able to attend these daily briefings because they keep you up to date with what is happening so that it can also help you in offering support, assistance, and services to the community. Every now and then, Brother Mbi is making this statement that says there's a lot of work going on in the background. I don't know how you interpret that, but in a nutshell, to me, it's an announcement that says there is a lot of work coming. Why do I say that? Have you ever imagined what will happen when one day we wake up to hear that our Lumi is now trading in Nigeria, in Zimbabwe, in South Africa, and things like that? Have you ever imagined what work will be on our hands talking about each one of us when all of a sudden everyone wants to get involved. We have the luxury of preparing ourselves right now from this very moment. Prepare yourself, for you know not when the good news will come. God bless you.
Thank you, Brother Patrick. that is very powerful. Thank you so much. You know, at least for those of us who have a view, or who are seeing and working the tools in the back, and the collaborations and the partnerships, some of the things are much closer than than we can even speak of. But it's just exciting times. We are really facing some exciting times, and we are grateful that we have, you know, we are part of the journey. And for every one of us who are leaders in our own rights, every single one in the meeting this evening, um, it is a responsibility that we all carry to be, you know, um, to be a catalyst in the transformation that the world is facing right now. The world is in a transition, economic, financial, even social. When we look at what just happened in Egypt this past week, the world is in transition, and we are right in the middle of it, you know, and we are taking our responsibilities in our own hands. We are not waiting for anyone to come and determine our future for us. We are going to determine our own future. And in doing that, we are going to make a big difference, not over ourselves, but everyone within our communities. And there's no better blessing than to be a blessing to someone else. So, as we had said, we are going to focus today mainly on questions and answers, which is, we want to set Friday mainly for that. And then all the other 4 days would involve developments and programs and all of that. I want to, before we get into the questions, also just to say that the country structures are being set up. Countries that are not yet set up, you know, we are working to make sure that we set up those country structures. We are looking forward to a time when we come to these daily briefings, we will be talking more about new products, new services, new activities, how to engage in the new products and services and activities and trading that's happening amongst our members, and even out of our ecosystem, how to trade with people in other countries and all of that, and the tools that we have available for all those things. So everyone who is not aligned to your country structure, please let us know. We would align you in countries where you know, we just have agents dotted you know, everywhere. We will have to align you under the country leadership that has been set for the country where you are. So to start off, we're going to go into the questions. I don't know if Sister Pauline is here. Sister Pauline here today. Have you guys seen Sister Pauline here today? Okay, no, she's not.
She's
okay.
Not yet in. I can't see her. She's not yet in.
That's fine. No, I haven't seen her. Yes, that's fine. I see. Exactly. I can, you know, so just some quick feedback. I can see the message from Sister Theda King saying that she has access to her Swift, now she has her Swift ID. We are really, really happy that your matter has been resolved. And it shows that, you know, coming to the daily briefing actually helps. Yeah, coming to the daily briefing actually helps, because the process she has gone through would actually help her when she goes out now to help other members of the community, because she's learned what she needs to do, what happens, and she's seen also from her own account. So that is good feedback. You know, I can see it. I saw the message come through. So thank you so much, Sister Taylor King. Um, Brother Patrick would work with you now on setting up your go-to bank account in the US. I'm just going to take the opportunity to talk a bit about it before we get into the questions. The go-to bank account is really powerful for our members in the US. You know, you have access to at least $200 of overdraft that you can access from the card. And something we have not spoken quite much is that the card that you are getting in the US, we are in the starting phase of our own branded card, a card that would carry our own image, and that you will be able to use and carry with pride and execute transactions anywhere you are, not only in the US, but anywhere in the world. So that is the process that has started, and we'll start announcing even more of those as we go to the future. Brother Silver Surfer, please, please let anyone who is not speaking, please mute your mic. So the first thing is, you know, there's the overdraft. Then you get a card which will be delivered to the address that you use in a card that will deliver to the address that you used in registering or activating or opening your account. And then, you know, you would have a referral ID, okay? Where if you take that referral ID and refer someone else, you will receive a $50 amount in your account. If you refer 10 people, you give your referral link to 10 people and they open an account, you will get $500. If you refer 100 people, that's $5,000. I'm sure that's going to be some good Christmas money. So those are just a few of the advantages. You are also, you know, if you get regular deposits into the account, say your paycheck or whatever, you are able to access your paycheck 2 days before the paycheck is actually due. Yeah, so there's a whole lot of that. You know, 19,000 ATMs around the whole of US, 190,000 retail outlets where you can go to, you can deposit, you can withdraw money from Walmart and CVS outlets and all of that. Yeah. So the advantages are quite numerous, but there's a strategy behind what we are doing, and we need our members to open those accounts. And then as we go forward, the picture will become even much clearer as we go forward. But open it and reap the benefits that are there right now, and share the information with others so that they too can reap the benefit. Because when you send your referral link, you get $50. When the person opens the account and sends their own referral link, they also get $50.
It's about my connector.
If through our members,
I cannot get into see.
Balogun, please mute your mic. Thank you. So if all our members are able to open their own account, refer people, and they open accounts, then our members will be making some good money in the US. And then for those of us who are in the continent, when we refer people and we become agents for those people, it becomes very beneficial for us, because transactional commissions are also paid in our account, on Swiffen account, right? So yeah, let's start with the first question. Barbara Jeffrey, good evening, you have the floor. Barbara Jeffrey, you have the floor. Okay, while Barbara is still trying to unmute her mic, let's take Tatenda. Tatenda, you have the floor.
Okay. Good evening to you all.
Good evening, brother.
I might be asking you a question which was addressed a long back before. But my question is, how do
Don't
you
worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
We have heard a lot of people even complaining about that. So don't worry. But we just have to be patient with each other. We don't want to leave anyone behind. We want to be able to take everyone along. And sometimes you would hear the same thing over and over, but it's just so that we take everyone along. So go ahead, even if it's a question that has already been responded to.
Thank you, sir.
It will benefit someone in the meeting.
Okay. My question is, how do you know that your KYC on Transact account was approved or still pending?
Okay. How do you know?
Yes.
Let me see if I can share my screen and I will show everyone how you know that your KYC has been approved. Let me just try and see if I can share my screen.
Okay.
I'm just hoping I'm able to share my screen. Just okay. Refresh. Home. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I can access at this point. Cool. Okay, let me share my screen.
You bring it. Just as I'm sitting, any of my documents you ask me, I can easily trace it here and go and print it out.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen now. Just a moment. I'm sure you are able to see my screen. So for everyone, when you open a Transact account, you would see this orange. I hope you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes, sir. We can see your screen, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see the screen.
Yes. So for everyone, when you open your Transact account, you can see I've not even verified mine, right? I've not verified mine, but you can see that that is this sign is open here. It says you have an information to submit for KYC verification. You click here to submit. If you open your Transact and you don't see this, you know that it's been verified. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's clear.
So when you open your Transact and you don't see that orange bar, you know that the account has been verified. That account I was showing you is actually a general account for some settlements on Transact.
Okay.
So, and while we are on that, Tatenda, I've just approved your KYC. When you go back to your dashboard, you will see the submit has disappeared.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So the next person is Barbara now available. Can we?
Good afternoon.
Okay, yeah, she's good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Barbara,
each and everyone. Giving God
Good
thanks for today,
Barbara.
another day. I have been here a few weeks ago, but my account is still not active. I have not received my ID So because of it, I can't go into my account.
You have not received your ID. Please go to the chat and put your name as it is on the account, and let one of my colleagues who is here just take a look at that. You know,
Brother B,
yes.
I think Sister Barbara's issue has a background. My apologies to you, my sister, that your issue has not been resolved. Please take us through the background of your issue, just a little, in a brief, so that today we really want to solve it. What has happened about your issue, so we can get a clear picture and be able to resolve it.
Okay, then, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Just share with us briefly.
I need the background of your story, so that when we look at it today, we look at it with an informed perspective, so that we solve it, all of it. What is the background of your story?
The background is the number I had, which I registered with, and with both Swifting and Connect, was okay until I reached the 44cc. It rejected it. I sent a ticket, and I was told that the number should not be mine. There must be some error, some mistake.
Okay, so now you need your original
I cannot go back into the account, none at all.
Please, everyone mute, everyone mute.
So now you need your original Swifting ID.
Exactly.
For the account registered as who? Barbara Jeffrey.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I will check it right now. You can go ahead, Brother B.
All right. So, Sister Barbara, please just let Brother Patrick help you in the background. You can chat with him on a direct chat in the meeting. Okay.
Thanks much. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. I'm sure we're going to get it. We'll get your account is going to be sorted. The next person is Peter. Peter. Welcome, Sister Pauline.
Yeah, good evening, sir. How are you?
Fine, Sister Pauline. I've been looking for you all day.
I am here. I had my time mixed up with the African time, because we went our clocks went back, so a little bit of confusion. My age is my age.
we are all aging, so that's fine. Please send me a WhatsApp. We need to talk. Sister Pauline,
send you my WhatsApp. I'll send it to you privately.
Yes, send me a WhatsApp. We need to talk. After this meeting, I'm going to call you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Peter, you have the floor.
All right. Grand day to each and every one. And thank you for this opportunity. But I am
not Silver Surfer, Peter. Silver Surfer, your hand is not even up. Your hand up.
Sorry.
Are you the one with two screens?
Sorry, Brother MB, sorry, this is the same person.
Yeah, you have two screens then.
Yeah, because I have a problem with one. So, all right.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Okay. I attempted to register someone last night in my account, register member, and I've been getting an error consistently.
What error was it throwing? No, what error was it throwing?
It was saying that I can't remember the exact statement right now, but it
okay. So my suggestion, you know, every time we get something like that, it's actually helpful to capture it. So when you try again, it throws that same error. Please capture it, because we use it as part of learning. And it helps us also to look at what pushes that kind of error when someone registers.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is that...
sorry, I have captured it. I have captured it. I have to go into my Internet Explorer, my Explorer, to get the screenshots of it, you know. But I captured it.
All right. So what you...
The problem was, sorry, the problem continued that I couldn't even get to post a ticket on the system. Also, I couldn't even get, I'm not getting into the Connect account on the system, you know, for the whole of yesterday evening, last night up to this morning. I've been having that problem. So I don't know. Well, I heard you say something just now about the system, you know, is in a certain phase. So I'm wondering if that may have been causing the problem or not.
Not really. I can already tell you that today alone, there's been thousands of registrations today alone. So what I said does not mean that, you know, no one can register, right? That's not what I meant. What I meant is that if you experience any slowness in the system, just be aware that there's some work that's happening in the background. And that work would go on till possibly tomorrow. Yeah. So, but it's not that the system is not opening. In fact, we were just in another training now. I was struggling with connection, and the colleagues who had proper connection carried on, and they were able to even still show pages, open pages, and and share with the team with whom we were training earlier. Yeah. So really don't just go back again and just go step by step and try and see whether you can register the member. Normally, you should be able to.
The error message came up that an embedded page at accountsurfing.com said there was an error while processing. Are you hearing me?
There's someone's mic that's open. It's making such a noise. Bernard. Yes, Bernard. Okay, I've muted him. Please go ahead.
Yes, the error message is stating an embedded page at accountsurfing.com says there was an error while processing your request. Okay, that is what that is the error message that came up on many occasions.
There was an error. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. My brother, when that error comes up, it's simply an indication that you took quite a bit of time while you were filling.
Losing you. Sorry, come back.
Okay, I was muted. Oh, sorry. I was muted and I was talking. Okay, I'm saying that error message, my brother, where the system says there was an error while processing your request. It's an indication that you took a bit of time filling in the details before you clicked on submit. As a result, you lost your connection to the server before you submitted. So in that case, all you need to do is refresh and go back and restart again filling in the details. But now make sure you try to be quick in filling in your details such that you will get to submit before you again lose your connection to the server. Because remember, the server is attending to a huge number of people who are doing the same thing that you are doing. So if you take too much time, the server will disconnect you before you submit. Hence, you get that error message. Thank you. May I at this point come back to Sister Barbara? My Sister Barbara, unfortunately, I cannot find a Swiffing account registered in the name that I see on your name there in the chat. Perhaps you may have registered in different spelling in terms of your name. There seems to be no Swiffing account registered as Barbara Jeffrey. Do you still remember exactly how you registered?
The name is Barbara Daly Jeffrey.
Oh,
Barbara. B like in Daly, D-A-L-E-Y.
D-A-L-E-Y.
Jefffery.
Okay,
Barbara Daly Jeffrey.
Oh, I will try that one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Over to you, Brother B.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Peter. So I think that the point Brother Patrick was just raising is very, very fundamental. So the way the server is set up, just for the benefit of someone who is listening and saying, but why would it be doing that? It is very dynamic in that it actually looks for the closest server next to where you are and connects you to that server. And if when it connects you and it sees that you are dormant, it disconnects you and focuses on someone else who is connected. And all you need to do is, as he says, is refresh so that it can pick up that you are still in the system, because we have to be optimizing the space that we have available. The next person we're going to deal with now is, thank you so much, Brother Peter. The next person we are going to deal with is, I'm just trying to see, is Pamela.
Hi, yes, I'm here. Good afternoon. Thank you. I am just coming to ask 3 questions. Right, my first one is, since we are to benefit also from helping to invite the people on Swiffing and Connect and even onto Transact, if those people
just hold on. I want to just caution you that please ask one question so that we can deal with it, and then you ask the next, because you may ask many questions and we get lost. And let's keep it precise because we don't have much time left.
Okay.
We have a few minutes left. Let's keep it precise and let's ask one question, let's deal with it, and then we move to the next. And for everyone in the meeting, we are doing this because we know that it's helping not only the person who's asking the question, but everyone every leader who's in this meeting today. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. I was saying, since we are to also benefit from helping to spread the information about Swiffing, inviting the people, and they come and register to get the Swiffing and the Connect account and even the Transact. What happened if those people that we have invited, we have signed up to Swiffing, Connect and Swiffing, but on the Transact, someone else gives them a Transact link? How do we then benefit from Transact?
So you are asking if you register someone on Connect and then they go and someone else helps them to register, it gives them a link, referral link for Transact, and they register for Transact. How do you benefit?
Yes, please.
So that is not something that we can control. That's why we always advise that when you start to register someone, make sure you register them completely so that you don't lose out on any commissions that are meant to go to you. Because if you just register...
Should I talk? But Transact on the common board now, we have registered these people, some of these people before Transact was mentioned, like last year.
Yes, so anyone that you have registered is still aligned to you on account. Okay? Anyone that you have registered, if you go onto your account, you'll still see your list of people that you registered.
But what I'm saying,
I have heard. So hold on. So the next thing is that you are asking, what if these people go now to Transact and they get a referral link for Transact from someone else? That, quite frankly, it is not something we can control at the moment. What is going to happen subsequently? I think this gives me the opportunity to share this because it's some of the work that we are doing, which would subsequently, what is going to happen is that we will pull the system together. The different units that you see as independent, we'll pull them together in terms of the databases and registration and transactions. Okay? And when we do that, there will be a matching of agents, because what you could easily see is that most of those people are not getting a link from anyone to register on Transact. So there will not be any agent for them on Transact. Most of the people are just registering directly. Yeah. It's not necessarily that someone gave them a link or something. If you have a case like that and you want us to deal with that case specifically, that is something we can take at a support level.
Okay,
but
thank you.
yes, that's something we can take on board at the support level. But at this point, just know that even though you are seeing it as the system, somebody could leave from your members registered and go and register with, and then go someone else, give them a link and they register on Transact. That is really, I would say 90% of people are just registering by themselves, looking at the data from the back, right? Looking at the data from the back, it's not really, people are not linked as much on Transact as they are on account. And when we start doing that merging, the databases would merge, and even the agent links and all of that will also merge.
So how could we actually see as well if the person is registered under our link on Transact?
So you can't, that's not something that you have access to at the moment, as it's not an interface that we are making available at the moment. But that's what I'm saying. If you have somebody that you know that they are supposed to be linked to you and they are on Transact and you are not sure, you check with the support team. That's something we'll deal with independently.
Okay, my other question quickly is I've got some people that I have that have already been also registered to both accounts, Swifen and Connect. However, one of them you have released last week, one of my cousins, but I think you suddenly blocked her back because I was putting in the request. Remember you saying that in the interest of security. So I've told her what happened. She went and tried to unblock and sign in, but she couldn't. So she's very upset now, and she says she's not interested in it anymore.
So you see, I think I will take the opportunity as well just to have a bit of a talk with everyone now on this specific issue. I saw your message come through on what do you call it? On chat. On chat. Yeah. And I gave a very simple answer to your message. No one sets out on the system to block anyone. Okay? The only time someone is blocked is if they enter wrong credentials. And then the system itself would block it for your own safety.
I've told her that, but she's so upset that she thinks she's going
so there are some things that we can help. There are certain things we can't help. If you who has the account, you go in and you enter the wrong credentials, the system blocks so that to protect that account, because we are not sure who is trying to access it.
Yeah, I've
the
told
system
her.
would not know. Yeah. So at the end of the day, there are some people who would take their frustrations out on anything. But we have to be rational. We have to think rationally. Every one of us are faced with a situation. I have also had the situation where I went onto my Connect or account and I put in my password wrong because I was thinking of something else, right? And I submitted and it blocked me. So even those of us who are the people running the system, it blocks me too.
Okay, so, all right. I do understand, but she don't. So I have recorded this to send to her anyway. So it's okay. Okay, thank you. Cheers. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. The next person is Paul.
Yeah. Good evening once more.
Good evening, Paul.
I actually have been trying to register for about a week now. That's on Swiffing account. Then it keeps, yes, on account. And it keeps saying invalid login. Please try again. And the moment I try, it blocks me automatically. So I don't know what else to do.
No. So my first question to you, is: are you trying? You cannot be trying to register and it says invalid login.
No, not registering. Trying to log in. I already have my ID.
Oh, okay. You are trying to log in.
Yes.
When is the last time you logged in?
Today.
And did you log in?
No, it said the same thing. Invalid login. Please try again.
No, I'm saying the last time that you went into your account. When
no, I couldn't. I couldn't. Right.
No, I'm saying even 1 month, 2 months, 3 months ago. When is the last time you went into your account? Or
I think never before yesterday. I've never been able to.
You've never been able to. Okay.
Yes.
So, Brother Patrick, I don't know if you are open on the admin side. If you can just take his name and let's just check to see when his last login, whether he's a never login. So what did you use to try to access?
I used my ID and then 44cc as the password.
Okay, just hold on. We'll check on our side now. Brother Patrick, let's just check that and then we.
Yes, Brother B. May you please send a direct message in the chat to me with your Swiffing ID so that I can check on your account. I might as well tell you that I'm going to initiate a new password reset, and then you are going to receive an email to the email address registered on your account with the instructions on how to reset your password using a new password code provided on that email.
Okay, sir.
So give me your Swiffing ID. And by the way, Sister Barbara Jeffrey, have you seen my direct messages? Your Barbara? Issue, I've managed to actually find 2 Swiffing accounts registered in your name, Sister Barbara. Have you seen my direct messages?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so are you okay with the information I've given you?
I don't know how I'm coming. 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I send you direct messages.
Yes, go in and check the messages on the chat that Brother Patrick has sent. Okay. Thank you for. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
For,
welcome. Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
yeah. The next person is Prince.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Prince.
Yes. Fortunately, I've been here before. I think a question I raised that was last week have been answered, and I just want to say, as of yesterday, I logged in my Swiftman account, my Connect account, and I saw that
Let me check this, guys.
the long-awaited transaction I transacted from my um, account to has been approved. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, there's somebody who. Samuel, please mute. Samuel Mwendo, please mute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, go ahead, Prince.
Yes. So, like I was saying, the long-awaited transaction I transacted from my Swiftman account to my Transact account has been approved. Just like I said, it's the Nigerian naira. So I just want to ask this quick question. I don't know whether I should type, but I just felt it's more convenient for me to ask vocally.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
what like I could see my balance. I could see my balance, but currently I don't know how to use it. I don't know if we could still hold up a bit before using it, or is there something we could use it
There's
for
noise.
actually
There's
at the
noise.
hello?
Oh man.
Hello?
Who speak? Just one moment. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Just a moment.
Go ahead.
Can I just
Hello?
paraphrase to yes? Can I paraphrase to make sure that I understood?
Okay.
Are you asking us whether how you can use the Lumi that is in your Transact now? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is that the only question?
Yes, that is the only question. And just like I asked last week, the same figures in my Swift account that's been there for a couple of months is the same thing, the same figures still there. So I don't know if
so that is something that is ongoing. There are three things that you have mentioned that I want to deal with first. I want to deal with. The first one is related to the fact that you said your long-awaited transaction from account to Transact has finally been approved.
Yes.
We are informing everybody that at this phase of the transfers, we are being a bit cautious about the transfers that are moving from account into Transact. Because when we introduced Transact, we noticed that people who had been given the privilege to go out and help people who could not access, and they have their passwords, were trying to transfer money out of their account into their own personal Transact accounts.
Okay.
So we had to implement some kind of a cautionary measure in the back, which requires proper triangulation and checking of all the accounts, making sure that is the right person who is trying to transfer from their Swift account into their Transact account. Okay? So that would have been the reason why it's slow. There are still a lot of people who have made requests and it's not been dealt with. We are dealing with them as we go every day. Also, there are a lot of people who have gone and made transactions and has been rejected. And maybe they are sitting and thinking that nothing has happened. They need to go into their account. They would see a message which indicates why it was rejected. Okay? But if you don't see any message, know that your account is still in the queue, and we are going through that triangulation to make sure that the transfers are done in an orderly manner, and it's not somebody trying to steal from people who do not know what is going on.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Second thing is related to whether you can use, how you can use the money in Transact at the moment. If you have attended any of these meetings, you would probably have heard that we are saying that one of the key reasons why we introduced Transact is that we need to move people from what you know to what we are still to know, right?
Okay.
What everybody knows is your local currency or the foreign currencies that we deal with at the moment.
Okay.
What everybody is still to know and actually know how to use it is the Lumi. So what we have done is that we have created this instrument so that you can have a local currency experience, even though the underlying instrument of transfer is still Lumi. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What that means, one more step further, is that the only way we, from the beginning of this this movement, we have kept on telling everyone the value of the Lumi you hold cannot be compromised as the value of your local currency. It cannot be devalued in the way in which local currencies on the continent are being devalued. Yeah?
Yeah.
For that reason, we are not in the business of conversion or helping people to withdraw their Lumi into local currency. That's why we are building the community as big as possible so that amongst ourselves, we can start trading with the value we already have, right? Rather than wanting to go and put it in our local currency and try to withdraw it somewhere, that is not the business we are in. We are going to introduce tools that would help you to do fiat transactions if you want to do fiat transactions. What we are about is the Lumi, and the Lumi is to be used amongst ourselves in the community and buy and sell products and transfer and pay and all of that, right? And I know and we know this is a journey we have been through. Our biggest challenge on our continent today is that people need food. People need to be able to feed themselves. People need to be able to use values that they hold.
Sure.
The utility of this value is only going to be enhanced by our numbers.
Okay.
Let's not kid ourselves. That is how the world works, right? The world works in numbers. And what we have embarked on doing is to build those numbers, and the rest of the world would want the value you are holding. So for that reason, we are actually saying to everyone, trade amongst ourselves. If you don't want to trade, hold your value, because that value, everybody is going to want it as we build the community going into the future. The prospects and what we have put in place for this year, 2023, it's not going to be, this conversation we are having now is not going to be the same in 2023.
Okay.
And I think the leaders in the meeting will attest to this because of the structures that we have now put on the ground across countries, right? The value every one of us hold as Lumi, my dear brothers and sisters, don't be in a rush to try and take it into worthless fiat. The only value we get from the fiat now is that we are able to buy goods and services for our upkeep now, right? I want to share a video. It's a news item that I stumbled on yesterday, and I was actually talking to a friend of mine who is in Ghana, and this is not only typical to Ghana. I guarantee you, this is something that is affecting the broader community on the continent and in the diaspora, in fact, around the world, which is the complete erosion of people's value in their local currencies. On the continent, the average, in fact, Dr. Linus and I had planned that we would share with the community actual numbers of how much countries have lost or individuals have lost in value of their fiat. I just want to share my screen and then I'll come back to this. It's a very short video, just for all of us to actually understand what is going on in the world right now.
Okay.
I'm going to share my screen and then I'll come back to you to conclude the statement.
Okay then.
I'll come back to conclude the statement. So the suggestion really is that let's be in a rush to trade amongst ourselves with our values. Let's be in a rush to expand the numbers of people who are carrying this value, because that is how the rest of the world would want it. And we have opted for a completely different strategy from the one we had before, because we have seen the realities and we know exactly what is going on. So please just confirm that you can see my screen. It's YouTube. It's a news item from Al Jazeera. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, sure. I can see it.
Okay. So I'm going to, I hope everyone can hear. Let me just allow this news item to play.
Money in a real key for our business. These are real people who
have to pay. This is how YouTube makes their money.
Income as the core of their business. There are so many.
Okay.
The city has become one of the world's worst performing currencies, losing 60% of its value against major currencies like the British pound, euro, and American dollar since the start of the year. The government believes currency speculation is making that worse and is clamping down. But currency traders like Rabiu Maude says the raids are targeting the wrong people.
It is just low-hanging fruits. The people that actually help with the parallel markets or the black markets are powerful politicians and powerful business people that have those resources, those funds to be able to buy the kinds of volumes that drive prices. The person who does the market is the low-hanging fruit.
His customers range from businessmen to travelers and even government officials. Ghana imports most of its manufactured foodstuff. The pandemic, war in Ukraine, and rising oil prices all damaged its economy. And with industrial output down, the demand for foreign currencies has increased. Rates of foreign currency dealers like this have forced many of them underground. This led to shortages, adding pressure to the local currency in the city. Most affected. The government says its actions are necessary. What we take off the restore fiscal responsibility, and the city's confidence will come back. Currency traders say their transactions account for only 5% of foreign currency transactions in Ghana. But the black market is estimated to transact nearly 30% of such deals, and that's the volume the government wants to reduce. Madrid, Al Jazeera, Accra.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is just one country. And these stories are many around the continent. These stories are many around the continent. And we need to Sorry. You know, these stories are many, and the average we are seeing at the moment is 60%. Ghana, they are talking about 60%, and this is a very recent report. In some countries, it's much more. Yeah, Sierra Leone, a few months ago, if you had 10,000 Leone, you woke up the next morning and you had 1 Leone. So your 10,000 became 1. How can people survive? So the movement we are on is actually a movement to take our future in our own hands. It should not be dependent on other external forces, as you would have heard in the report, that is forcing our governments, our people to end up in a place where the value of the paper you hold, which is your local currency, is not worth even, the number that's written on it is not worth the paper even that you are carrying, or the paper is not worth the number. So that is exactly where we are. And the suggestion is that let's trade amongst ourselves, let's exchange value amongst ourselves with a local currency experience, but the underlying value is still going to be, it's only going to be in the Lumi. There's some, I keep saying there's some work that's going on. When that work becomes, let me put it this way. Today, if you live in the United States or you live in the UK or in Germany, and you want to send money home, what happens is that your euro, you take your euro, no. Let's say I am here in South Africa and I need to send money to Nigeria. We are all within the continent, right? And I take the rand and I want to send money to Nigeria. I go to a money transfer or to my bank, or I tell my banker, I want to send so much to Nigeria. What happens is my rand is converted either to euro or to dollars and charged a fee. That is what is sent as a message via SWIFT to the bank or the converter in Nigeria, or the forex trader in Nigeria. When it gets there, they also need to convert it to the local currency and charge something. You are charged something before you even access it. What about a situation where instead of going through all of that rigmarole and getting a foreign currency to be able to transfer to you in Nigeria, what if I just transfer my Lumi to you? And that Lumi value is converted into your local value in Nigeria. So that's just a hint of some of the things we are looking at and how it's going to change the way things happen on this continent. So let's be very careful about the fact that we want conversion. We want to be able to go into to take our money out into the local currency. Take the Naira, for example. In January, we were doing some activities in Nigeria, in another business that we have in Nigeria, and the Naira to the dollar was about 380 in January this year. A week or two ago, the dollar to the Naira to the dollar was 800. I think just 2 or 3 days ago, I saw again, it was 780. How can we survive like that? So these are very, very important questions we need to be asking ourselves when we are on this journey, right? So let's be very clear about what we are doing, why we are doing what we are doing, and take our future in our hands. Otherwise, other people will continue to direct how our future will play out. Okay? So we have gone quite big. Prince, I hope that answers you.
Yes,
And I hope it
but that
Yes.
settle
that
anyone
goes
who has
with,
any kind of hope in the house.
but that
Yes,
alignment,
it
that
answers
goes,
me. To just wrap it up, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes. Also, I totally understand all you've said, and I think I'm so cool with it. To wrap it up, I don't know how to you talked about earlier. You talked about trading on Lumi within ourselves, the Lumi community, and talk about I think you talk about things we could purchase or buy. I don't know if I heard you clearly. I just wanted um, to have that knowledge because I really want to have the whole knowledge in a box so that when I'm registering people or preaching to people about the Lumi community, I would have full knowledge of whatever it is I'm letting them know. So that's why you see me asking this question. So I'll have 100% answers to give whoever I am.
Very important. Very important. What we are doing, Sister Pauline, please check your message just before I forget. I sent a message to you. Please respond. So where are you based?
Okay, so I am based in Nigeria.
In which? Okay. So in which state?
Lagos, precisely. Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay. Do you know who the leaders in Lagos are?
I don't know. I honestly I don't know.
Do we have any of the leaders from in Lagos? Is the Lagos leadership here? Is the Lagos leadership here? Is there anyone from Lagos here? Okay.
Well, you can connect with me in Delta. I can brief him of Timothy, Delta State. While you are waiting to connect with Lagos, you can talk.
Yes, brother.
So
please
send me a message. Send me your number.
Yes, exchange your details on private message on the chat, so that Timothy will link you with the leadership in Lagos. So basically, what is happening is that in each country we have national leadership and state, local government, village leadership, where these things we are talking about are discussed, and even trading options are discussed. Okay. So you have to be linked into the national leadership so you will understand what is happening in the local level, and then at the global level we are also going to be sharing during the daily briefings some of the transactions that could take place where people are trading and all of that. There's another thing that we are going to introduce, which is the Lumi trader, right? The Lumi trader is going to be individuals within the community who would be given the capacity to trade in Lumi. In the same way you can see on the report, you saw the traders who are trading in other foreign currencies. We are busy building that structure right now, and there will be identified Lumi traders who will be able to trade with you. Okay? While we are engaging with the financial system, the financial institutions to participate in that trade. Please send a direct message to Timothy. Timothy is one of the leaders in Nigeria, and he will tell you when the meetings are happening. You can join, and we'll link you with the leadership in Lagos.
All right, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The next person, there's someone whose microphone is good. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Brother Abi, it's Pauline here. Can you send me your number via private message? I've sent you a message in the chat privately. If you could answer that, please.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm doing that right now. Okay, please send me a message there. All right. No, Brother Prince, send him a private message. Okay, it's fine. Timothy has already shared his number. That's fine. So we are going to wrap up right now. We've gone way over our time today again, but sometimes we need to take the time, some of these things, so everyone really understands what we are doing and where we are going. No one should be left behind in terms of information, and that's why within the country structures, we are going to also emphasize all this information so that it goes down to the communities quite clearly how these things are working out and how they are going to work. Okay. So I'm going to take Brother Ricky, and then I'll end with Simon, and that will be the last one for today. Let's end it there. We've gone way overshot our time, very far. Brother Ricky, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I registered for a Connect account maybe about 2 weeks ago. After I registered, it kept logging in, and I don't know. I couldn't wait until it logged in, but now I'm trying to get into the Connect account, and it keeps getting just error every time, and I've been doing that for the past maybe 4 days. I just can't get in.
Did you try to reset the password?
Yes.
And when you reset the password, did you get an email?
I get an email to verify my email. I did that with that link to verify the email.
No, so it's not for you to verify. When you reset the password, you get an email which guides you to create a new password, so that you use that to access. Because
I did so, but when I put that password in, it keeps giving me an error to confirm my email, send me back to my email and to retrieve it, click on it, and I still can't get in.
So, Brother Patrick and Brother Ella, I think this is a case of the link that keeps sending the person back into the box. So, just so that we are clear about it, please send us a message on the hub. You know how to get, or you can't get on to connect, so you will not be able. Please, can you, Brother Patrick, can you take him on?
Yes, I was a little bit busy helping some people in the chat. May you kindly just repeat the question in brief? What's the situation?
No, it's just connect access. So he says he's struggling to access. That every time he tries to do a password, he goes in and he's not able to access. It still says wrong this thing.
There's an error.
Okay.
And
yes.
Just make a note of it. Just make a note of this. It also sends me to get a code, and I retrieve that code, numerous digits and numbers, and letters, and I put that in, and it sends me back to the community. Submit it, send me back to the community, and I still can't get in.
When you say it sends you back to the community, what do you mean?
No. It gives me that long code, and I have the option to submit. I submit, and it says go back to the community after.
Okay.
I don't know if you're.
Is it not account? It looks as if we're talking about account here and not connect.
Talking about my Connect account, I cannot get into it. in order to get back.
Maybe, Brother B, something that we may need to highlight. I've also seen Dr. Linus, he posted a message in the support group indicating that in the event that you are having difficulties accessing Connect, then he gave direct links for Swift account and Transact. I interpreted that to mean that today, a lot of people, they are experiencing difficulties logging into Connect. I have even tried it myself. If you go to the Connect login page right now, you will find that when you enter your credentials and try to log in, it doesn't allow access. As for me, it was not given even an error message. What I'm saying is right now, there might be work going on the Connect platform. So that is why we are not able to easily access Connect as we normally do. But coming to your issue, my brother, you need to be able to reset the password for your Connect account. And having tried, as you are saying, what I would advise you is please try to clear cache on your browser, but do it, say, tomorrow, because today, like we are saying, there's work going on Connect. So give it some time, maybe later tomorrow, when everyone is able to access Connect, clear cache on your browser, restart your device, and then go to the Connect login page, enter your email address, and then click on forgot password. Just like restarting the process, and see what happens. Maybe we will talk again with you on Monday.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks so much. Okay. Thanks, Brother Ricky. Simon, you are the last, and we are out.
Good evening, Bramby.
Good evening, Simon. How are you, brother?
I'm good, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. I have a pile of number of persons I supposed to register on Connect, but close to a month, 3 weeks to a month now, I am unable to even access the form. Whenever I go where I will click for the form to open for me to enter the details, it doesn't even give me the opportunity to enter any detail. The form don't always pop up. I don't know what is the issue. And on daily basis, I kept checking up, but I can't still find where I can. But most of the times on the daily briefing, when you want to log in or try registering, I discovered that the form will just pop up immediately without any issue. Sincerely, I kept saying maybe there is because you are one of the support team that knows the technicalities. I don't know. But this is almost a month now. On daily basis, I keep trying, but the form, I've not come across the form again, as if it has disappeared. I don't know what's the issue.
So I think just for your comfort, I would imagine that it's probably a connectivity thing on your side. Because even today that we are having so much work, in fact, I'm actually rushing to get out this meeting because I need to go back to that, to the technical work that we are doing. Even today, we have had already, over 1,000 people who have registered only on Connect. And I cannot even tell you how many on Transact. So I would attribute your own situation to a connectivity issue. So I don't know. Maybe what we can do is that we can set some time next week, right, during the day, and we can try to see. Because, for example, what we are talking, even in the midst of the development, let me share my screen and you'll see I've just opened the page.
I can see
you
it.
See my screen?
Yeah, I can see that, sir.
Yeah, you can see. That's my screen. You can see that's the registration form. It's opening. You see. So
I
there
can't
are
remember
people
when
registering.
I can't remember when I saw this form last.
So I would
And I have a
attribute it
lot of
more to a
people. A lot of
connectivity
people I need to
thing.
register. Even those I've registered on Connect,
So
I need to help them claim their bonus, but yet I can't log in. I can't log in. It's not giving me opportunity to put their login. And I have a lot of people that I need to help them do that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That let's try and see. Just short it down on, and as Brother Patrick is saying, you may also have a cache situation where the element of trying to log in that page has stayed on your cache, and every time you go to the link, it brings up that page. So
it will only show me that I've registered already and I've logged in already. That's the message that keep popping up.
So you need to maybe go and clear your cache. Are you connecting on the phone or on the laptop?
On the phone.
Okay. Do you know how to clear your cache on the phone?
We'll try and check. Or I'll ask someone to help me do that.
Yes. Clear your cache on your phone and try to log in again. I'm sure that's going to work. Yeah.
Lastly,
right.
Sorry, sir.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Who is that?
Hello, sir.
Who is speaking?
It's me,
is it Abubakar?
Yeah, Abubakar Ahmad. Good evening, sir. How work?
Good evening. You know that I've said we are taking the last one, and I'm really running very late for another meeting.
All right.
Is there anything you wanted to raise which we can use to close this meeting?
So what I want to know is that, okay, no problem. Let me just wait, sir. No problem. I can express my opinion tomorrow. Tomorrow.
On Monday. The next briefing is on Monday.
All right.
And
So
then,
no problem.
Each country meeting, the leadership will be sharing amongst yourselves when the country meetings are taking place. As we end, thank you so much, everyone, for coming this evening. I just want to just go through a few things. Sister Taylor King, I don't know if you have connected with Brother Patrick in a way that you guys can engage on WhatsApp, so that he can guide you.
So I don't have Patrick WhatsApp number. So can I get it now so that I can contact
go to
him
the
through
chat.
WhatsApp?
Go to the chat and put a message for him.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Sister Taylor King, have you connected with Brother Patrick so that you guys can communicate? He can help you offline.
Yes, we have connected, Brother.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Sister Pauline, I don't have a WhatsApp from you yet. Is Sister Pauline there?
Yes, I am.
You saw my message. Please send me the WhatsApp. I'm watching my phone like a hawk, and I'm not seeing any message.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to call you, because I am actually using the phone at the moment for the number that I require, because this is a number that I don't use.
That's fine.
I don't use on a regular basis. So I'll call you.
That's fine. No worries. And then all right. So thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for the week that we've had. It's been a complicated week at times, but also edifying in that we can see that the difference that these meetings are making in the communities. We can see how each and every one of us as leaders in our own rights are putting their time and effort to make sure that we resolve the issues of people within our community. There's no better reward than really putting your hand down and helping others and making sure that they get access and participate in this digital economy that we are all faced with at the moment. I would like to wish you guys a decent weekend, a blessed weekend, and we are looking forward to meeting again early next week, and hopefully we would have finished some of the work we are doing, and we'll keep sharing as we go every single day in the different groups, in the different communities. The leaders would also get the messages so that they can share it with everyone. Have a good weekend, and God bless you all, and see you early next week. Bye-bye.
God bless you too, sir. Thank you, brother. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night and good evening to everyone. Have a blessed weekend and a wonderful week.
Thank you.